We're going to be starting the ceremony. We have a special guest, Yarmouth Police Chief and the family of Sean Gannon. They're going to be coming out to the stage. We're going to do an opening, and I ask that everybody respects our national anthem and our friends that have come from the Cape and beyond to be with us. Okay, young Marine, as soon as you're ready, and Gannon family, please follow in.
Left, 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 right. Left, 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 right. Left, 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 right. Right wheel, march. Left, 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 right. Left. Colors, halt. Freeze in, arms.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Folks, if we could just give a few more minutes of your time. Our friends, the Gannon family and the chief from Yarmouth, Mass, and our local chiefs, state police, etc. We're going to say a few words.
Good evening, everyone. On behalf of the whole Gannon family, my wife and I thank the city and all of you very much for honoring our son Sean and remembering him and Officer Michael Chesna at this evening's event. Sean liked to do demonstrations just like this one tonight. He very much enjoyed connecting with the public and helping them understand how the police are helpful to people and want to help reduce crime in communities and keep people safe. He especially liked doing demonstrations with both of his K-9 partners, K-9 Officer Thor and K-9 Officer Nero in more recent time. As you go around tonight and you meet some of our first responders who are here tonight, remember that the work they do every single day is not just a job, it's a calling for them, it's a vocation to help other people. And every day when they go out and they have a call or calls on their shifts, they put their own lives at risk for the rest of us. So as you go around and meet them tonight, it'd be great to give them a big thank you for all they do every day to help the city of New Bedford to be safe, whether it's police, fire, first responders of any type. So please remember them tonight, and thank you for your attendance. And now I'll pass the microphone to Chief Frank Frederickson of the Yarmouth Police Department.
Thank you, all of you, for inviting me. I don't really feel right to be here. However, Sean, a New Bedford native, was given to us in Yarmouth. He protected our community in the ways that were just described to you, communicated with the public at events like this, and it's just 1 year ago today, he was doing a canine demo down in South Yarmouth in our own National Night Out. So I need to thank you for giving us Sean. And it's hard to describe the heartbreak that we still feel. However, guided by the strength of Sean's parents, together we're trying to make a difference that Sean would want us to do. And to see the beautiful people here in New Bedford coming out here, engaging, to see the officers of the departments of New Bedford, Dartmouth, to be here doing this is exactly what we need to do, in spite of our tragedy. To remember Sean in this way, I am grateful, and thank you, New Bedford, for allowing us to have Sean. Chief Cadero.
Thank you, Chief, and we're glad you're here in New Bedford, and you're always welcome here. Thank you for making that trip. Really appreciate it. I know you have your own National Night Out to go to tonight, but thank you for being here. I'd like to thank Jerry Pinto and his staff for putting this together. On our end, Lieutenant Rodriguez and Sergeant Ortega helped out, and everybody that helped out putting this thing together tonight. Thank you very much. I would especially like to thank both Mr. and Mrs. Gannon. I'd like to thank you for the example you're showing us of your strength, your courage, your poise. We were talking a little bit earlier. None of us can really imagine what you're going through. But your courage is an example for all of us. When we're going through our tough days here, they pale in comparison to what you're dealing with every day. So thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. For everybody in New Bedford, I'd like to extend the greetings from our Honorable Mayor John Mitchell, who could not be here today. He's out of state, but he extends his greetings and certainly would be here with all of us celebrating a wonderful night tonight, wonderful weather out here. For my brother and sister officers, chiefs, and everybody that's filtered out here, and our brothers and sisters in red, firefighters, EMS, thank you for your work that you do every day. Unless you walked in your shoes, we know what you go through. It's not easy. But we all appreciate it, and a big hand of applause for you guys and ladies. This is a tough job, as Chief was talking about earlier. And as having this conversation again with Mr. and Mrs. Gannon before we started the ceremony, it's everywhere. It's this whole country. Policing is a dangerous occupation. It really is tough, and it doesn't matter if you're in a small town, a big town, or a big city. It is tough work, and really the work that we do out there, we need the public support. We need the public to really embrace us, engage us when you see us in public. We need that reinforcement, that re-energizing of emotions from the community, letting us know they appreciate the work that the men and women who are doing out there in red, putting their lives on the line. It means a lot to us. So it's a tough job and it's dangerous across this country, but we can turn that around. The more we work together, we start to appreciate one another. We come together as a community as we are here today, And the more that we want to understand each other, embrace our similarities, and tolerate our differences, and continue to communicate, and that's how our communities get stronger and better. So thank you for being out here tonight. I hope you have a great night. For the kids, know that the police, fire, and EMS, we love kids. So whenever you need anything, come see us, because we're your friend. So thank you very much for being out here and all your future support. Chief.
Thank you, Chief. And thank you all for coming out here tonight and this evening. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank Jerry and Neighborhoods United, Chief Cordero, and members of the New Bedford Police Department for once again inviting us out here to participate in National Night Out. As you know, it's been a difficult year for law enforcement in Massachusetts, with the tragic loss of Sergeant Gannon, Sergeant Chesler. Collectively, our eyes, not just in Massachusetts, but around the nation, have been opened wide to the dangers that the men and women in blue face daily. With that in mind, we come together tonight to celebrate unity. I'd just like to ask everyone to please, when you judge a person, do it based on who they are and the actions they take, not on the profession they've chosen. Working together, we can all make a difference. Thanks again and enjoy the evening.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Linda Morad. I'm one of the New Bedford City Councilors, and this year I have the honor of serving as the President of the Council. I'm joined today here at National Night Out in New Bedford, an annual tradition, by my colleagues in government, Councilor Brian Gomes, who's the chairman of our Public Safety Committee, Councilor Naomi Carney, and Councilor Maria Giesta, who is the Ward 2 Council where we're located. On behalf of the New Bedford City Council, I want to thank all of you for being here. I want to thank the men and women who serve us in the city of New Bedford and our surrounding towns. I want to thank you, Chief from Yarmouth, for joining us today. It's always a pleasure to have all of you with us and for the work that you do every day. You're unsung heroes in our community. We don't say thank you enough, but we appreciate what you do. We have the life we have because of you and what you do every single day. And on behalf of the council, to the Gannons, there are no words. You and every other parent who has lost a child serving, whether it be in the military or whether it be a member of the police or fire or EMS department, our gratitude is boundless. We thank you very much for your sacrifice to our community. You live among us. We've known you for a long time, and we share your grief, but we share your pride. Thank you all for being here tonight, and I hope everybody enjoys themselves, and I look forward to spending the evening with you. Thank you.
If I could just take one last moment just to put a plug in for anybody that's interested. There is an ongoing fundraiser to build in memory of Sergeant Gannon a playground in New Bedford. So if you're interested, I'm trying to remember the website. Sergeant Sean Gagnon Playground on Facebook. So you can go on there if you want to donate and help out build this beautiful playground in his memory. We really would appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief. And I second that. If there's anybody that wants to help, that's here tonight, I'm here. If you want to make a donation, I'll make sure I give it to the Chief, and we'll make sure it gets to the Gannon family. And I'll pledge my help to be part of the playground at the Campbell School. Let's hear it for our guests from the Cape, the Gannon family, and Chief from Yarmouth. So before you leave, I just want to give you a token of our appreciation. It's not, it's not $1 million, but we made 30 shirts, like the one I'm on. But if you look at the piece in the chest, it has Sergeant Gannon and Sergeant Mike's name from Weymouth. But I want you guys to have one. And I also want you to get one more. Can I have 2 more, Henry? And Dartmouth. And what this does is this bond brings us all together. Dartmouth, New Bedford, Yarmouth. When I go up to Weymouth and bring up theirs, we have a connection. Because as the Chief will say, we're a city of one. Not 2, 1. And remember that. It doesn't matter where. Because I used to run the streets in Yarmouth. I'll tell you some stories. but we are a city of one and we all come back home, and that's New Bedford. Thank you guys. I want everyone to have an awesome time. Let's hear from the chief and for the Gannon family. Guys, stay, do whatever you want to do. I got you paid tonight.
Hi, and welcome to National Night Out. My name is Lisa Mello Frost, and I am the director of the soon-to-be open Pace YB Youth Development Center, which will be located at 127 Rodney French Boulevard at Clarks Cove at the Kilbourne Mills. Formerly the Youth Build program. Youth Build will always be our flagship program, but the Youth Development Center will house other programs such as Youth Build. We run some sections of SSYI program, we run an AmeriCorps program, and we're looking to add more programming as we move into a center mode of our programming as opposed to being just Youth Build. So we want to help more youth 16 to 24. We are currently enrolling now. We are looking for a new class of Youth Build students to start at our new location. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Pam Keachley, the Executive Director of PACE. We're happy to be here on National Night Out to celebrate with the city of New Bedford. And so we have several of our programs here tonight. We've already heard from our Youth Build program, but we'll start here with Fuel Assist. PACE Fuel Assistance helps folks who are struggling with their fuel bills in the wintertime. We take applications beginning in October, appointments beginning of in October, and appointments in November. So you can give us a call if you're struggling with your fuel bills or need some assistance with that. Next, we have our PACE Head Start program. We're really excited to announce that we're actually going to be starting an early Head Start program for infants, birth 2.9, and then the rest of our program covers preschool children. They are enrolling now for the preschool program that will start in September. Coming next, we have our Health Access program. Our Health Access program helps folks who need help getting health insurance, and we work with all ages, so families can just call our offices and we'll make an appointment, and Brooke and her and the rest of the staff will help you gain access to health insurance. Our last program is PACE Child Care Works. We're the child care resource and referral that helps with vouchers for people looking for help paying for child care, as well as our CFCE program where we provide playgroups and family support programs here in New Bedford.
Hey everybody, Josh Amaral from the New Bedford School Committee. Great to be out here at another National Night Out here in 2018. Special thanks to Jerry Pinto and all of our friends from Neighborhood United for putting this on. Really special this year to have the family of Sergeant Sean Gannon on hand and folks from the Yarmouth Police Department. Obviously, in addition to our own first responders here in New Bedford. Always thankful to have this great event. So many good families out here. I'm kind of in dual roles tonight on the school committee and also as a PACE employee, so fortunate to be able to get our programs out there into the community too and see so many great people in this wonderful weather. So good to see you, thank you, and as always, be safe.
Hi, I'm City Councilor at Large Brian Gomes and Chairman of Public Safety here in the City of New Bedford. I'm joined by my colleague Naomi Carney, Councilor at Large, and Ward 2 Councilor Maria Giessa. We're at National Night Out. Tonight is a night where the community comes together and sends off a respect to the men and women that serve us in that uniform, whether they are our police, our fire, our EMS. They are serving a community. They are the front lines in the United States of America in this city. And all we can do, and the message that I like to send out is to everyone, is to respect the job that they do, look at them every day and know that they're the front line and they're the ones that are protecting and serving us. And the job is so different now. The job is threatening to all three bodies, whether it be the fire department, EMS, police. No matter what, that's a very tough job. And also that the community come together and support our public safety officials as one, as it's been said here tonight. We doing that, I have said for a long time, make a better community. I'd like to hand the mic to my colleague Naomi Carney for a few words.
Thank you. I'm Naomi Carney, and I'm your City Council at Large, and it's wonderful to be here again at National Night Out. National Night is great for the community. It's celebrated all over the United States. We're here to respect our police, fire, and all our public safety officials here. We want the community to know that you can reach up and go talk to them and touch them. We want to bridge that level of communication so that way the children will feel safe in their community. If they see a policeman or a fireman or EMS, they're able to go up there. I also want to do a special thanks for our men in our veterans and our men in the military, because we're here supporting them because they're not here. Some from our young Marines are here, but they're on the other line protecting us and making sure that our country is safe, our police and fire making sure our cities are safe. So thank you for coming for National Night Out, and please respect your police officers and your public safety and make sure you see them, you say great job, they're doing a great job for your community. Thank you.
We're located in Riverside Park, located in Ward 2, and now Ward 2 Councilor Maria Giusta.
Thank you, Councilor Gomes. I just want to thank my colleagues, Naomi Carney and Brian Gomes, for being here tonight. It's a very important night, National Night Out, as we all know, to thank the men and women in blue, our EMS, our fire, for doing the wonderful job that they do for our city and for our residents. There's a beautiful night here tonight. Please come on down and please join us. Again, I also want to give my heartfelt condolences to the Gannon family and to the Chesna family, both sergeants that unfortunately we lost in the line of duty. And that's what we have to remember, is that when they step out of their homes, they don't know if they're coming back. And they're protecting us 24/7, and we need to thank them 24/7 for the wonderful work that they do protecting us in our city. So thank you very much for everything that you do for us, and God bless New Bedford, and God bless the United States.
And how did you make your slimes?
How did you make the slime? What do you use?
Glue.
And what's up? What else?
Food coloring and glitter. Good afternoon, New Bedford. My name is Sarah Acorn. For those of you who don't know, I am the reigning Miss New Bedford for the 2018 year. Today we are at National Night Out, which is such an awesome experience, such an awesome opportunity to get to know your first responders. These people are the people that are keeping us safe every single day. It is important for us to support them and befriend them. These people are our friends. They are here to help us, and this night, this opportunity is just another reason to get out here and meet your first responders, get to know them, get to know their story. They are here for you, the people of New Bedford. I am having a great time. We're just over at the tent for the National Guard. There is a helicopter here, which is so awesome. The state troopers flew in a helicopter for all of the kids to take a look at, maybe get inside, see what's going on in there. So definitely, thank you to the city of New Bedford for putting this event on. This is an awesome, awesome night. My year is actually coming to an end, so I'm so glad that I got to squeeze in this appearance as one of my very last ones for my year as Miss New Bedford. If you're interested in seeing who I get to crown next, who I get to crown my successor, please come out September 29th to Voc Tech. We'll be holding the pageant there at 6 p.m. And you'll get to meet your Miss New Bedford firsthand, Miss New Bedford 2019. Thank you.
We are doing a relay race and some eventual beanbag tossing for the South Coast Youth Courts. That's who's running this wonderful event that you see here. Get set. Go! You like it?
Right here, we have paramedic Ryan Grisella, paramedic Shane Ramus, and myself, I'm paramedic Andrew Lavoy. This here is a Furno stretcher, and what this is, it's an automatic stretcher. It's made to be able to work and move up and down, which in the long run, it saves our backs, it saves a lot of time, energy, and effort on us so we can better do our jobs and prevent injuries to ourselves too. These came around because a lot of paramedics and EMTs over the years have sustained back injuries, hip injuries, shoulder injuries from using these. So we've come a long way since then. With the push of a button, we can move this up, and we can actually raise this up high enough where we can take it over a Jersey barrier if we had to. So you can see little man here moving up and down. We can bring him all the way up, bring him all the way down, and we can fully articulate this to be able to fit into tight spaces even, just by folding in the back, raising the head up, and we can actually tilt this thing on angles as well.
How do you actually get it over the barrier?
We can actually lift it up, and once we get over to a certain point, we can raise up one set of legs, come over, lower those legs, then raise up the other ones, and come back over again too. Besides that also, we have stair chairs now where we can fold out the back, and just like the treads on a tank, these treads can basically make it down a flight of stairs so that we can roll the person down safely, effectively, and without having to have that same strain that caused countless injuries, some of them which are career-ending for people as well. And again, this is something that we can move this in tight spaces and help people get out as much as possible. So what these are just two training aids that we have. Basically, this is to promote bleeding control. So a lot of this stuff came around because of the wars in Iraq and Afghanistan after 9/11. This is called a CAT, which is a combat application tourniquet. And what it's made to do is it's a tourniquet that a soldier, a police officer, anybody can actually apply onto themselves if they're severely wounded, whether it be by anything. These came around because of combat, but it has real-world applications too, whether it's a workplace, industrial accident, or even something as simple as somebody that goes camping, backpacking, and takes a bad fall, or motorsports where they're on a dirt bike and take a bad fall, motorcycles, etc. So it has a lot of real-world applications that go far beyond the battlefield where it was originally created. Kids are actually able to be taught to use this in a matter of a few minutes as well.
Does it stop at a certain point? Can you over-tighten it?
Nope. We actually want it as tight as you can. The tighter the better. We want it on until there's no pulse and no blood flow. And if you want, I can actually demo that right now. Very simply, it folds out. They can take it on, cinch it down, and then turn this. It's called a windlass rod. And just like the old stick and cravat technique where you could take a piece of cloth and twist it around with a stick in the middle, you take this, wrap around once it's tight and the bleeding stops, and then put it on. Nice. We've already proven through basically evidence-based medicine that by having this on, it does not cause any loss of limb. If the limb was going to be lost, it's because of the original injury that happened, not because of the tourniquet. It was always a old fallacy and an old tale that if you put this on, that arm or that leg is gone, which is completely untrue. If it's going to be gone, it's because of what originally happened, but not because of the tourniquet. The tourniquet will save your life and make sure that you can make it to that surgeon where they might actually be able to save that limb.
Hi everybody, I'm Staff Sergeant Brianna Jondro from the Air National Guard, Massachusetts Air National Guard, along with Sergeant Abreu from the Army National Guard and his recruiting team. We're here representing part-time Air Force and part-time Army, just giving back to the community, saying hello and telling the community of New Bedford why this is such a great opportunity.
Okay, so why the Army National Guard and Air National Guard is such a great opportunity for anybody who's looking to go to college. We offer 100% tuition and fee waivers to any Mass State school or community college. And it's great because it's a part-time job in the military. We both Army and Air Force, all we do is require you to work 1 week in a month and then 2 weeks out of the year. Paid training, we'll teach you a great career field, and you're doing it right here in Massachusetts part-time. So we'll pay for school, give you some extra money for school, and we got a lot of other great benefits as well.
So many young people here today, and that's nice to see all the folks from the neighborhood coming in also throughout the city. This is an important event to bring our community together and really make our neighborhood safe. That's the idea of trying to get people engaged, get people involved. So I hope this night contributes to many other good nights in our neighborhoods.
Hi, Domino's is very excited to be part of today's event of National Night Out. We are a community partner here in the city for over 30 years. We're very excited about this. It's a great afternoon. We're very appreciative of everybody coming out. We're giving out some free slices. If you don't make it this year, I'm sure we'll be back next year. And we thank everybody for coming out, the police officers, state troopers, all the community affairs. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it.
Dog tags right now, it's got like the Army's value on it. Army's value and warrior ethos.
Right? I can't say that, but what does it say?
It says loyalty, duty, respect, self-service, honor, integrity, and personal courage. Here you go. You're welcome.
Right now, these are dark because they're night vision goggles, so they're off right now. But if we was to turn them on with daylight and took these caps off, it would damage our NVGs. So these are just for nighttime. So here we have our call-out gear for our SRT, Special Reaction Team. As I'm pointing here, this is our pole cam. This pole cam can extend between 12 and 16 feet up high. We'd be able to monitor certain situations through the pole cam over this monitor here. I'm going to move over. These things here that we have, this is our breaching kit. Here we have our famous ram, we have a Halligan, and we have the cutting bolt cutters. I'm sorry. Here I'll move over to our shield. It's a ballistic shield with strobe lights on it. Moving over. Strobe lights. If we had to distract someone with them, we can use that as a distraction. I mean, flashlights in your face, they can be a good distraction tactic. Here we have our snake cam. The snake cam, we can go into small spaces, under doors, etc. Here you'd be able to monitor it similar to the pole cam. I spoke earlier a little bit about our NVGs, which is night vision goggles. Here we have a ballistic helmet with the NVGs attached to it. Just in case we need to see something at night.
Hi, I'm your Ward 4 City Councilor Dana Ribeiro out of Ward 4 here at Riverside Park for the lovely National Night Out. It's so great to see all the collaborative work to give kids a fun night out and their parents a safe place for the kids to have a fun night out. And I think the kids are really having a great time and meeting different people that serve them, police officers and EMT and Mr. Maciel, who does our animal control. So it's a great night, and it's finally cooled down a little. So it's great to be here and to be around all these beautiful children. I'm so happy to be here.
Well, it's that time of the National Night Out to get into the suit and get bitten. Payback's a bite. So here we go.
Well, right now we're going to have Officer Maciel put this the jacket on, and then we're going to have him go out in the field. We're going to give him a couple of warnings to answer my requests and my demands, and if he doesn't, we'll give him a warning that he's going to get bit by the canine. Hopefully those warnings will go unheard, and then I'll have to send the dog and apprehend him. We'll do a couple of those, and then we'll have him run down the field and let Thor get a running start in tackling him.
I'm here with the Children's Advocacy Center of Bristol County, and we're an agency that serves children and families when there's been an allegation of physical or sexual abuse. So I have a lot of information here about preventing child sexual abuse, handing out pinwheels. It's the symbol for child sexual abuse. Just try to help families get important information.
I want to thank everybody for coming out tonight for National Night Out 2018. We had a great time. I look forward to 2019. We're going to have even a better time. But the most important thing is we're breaking down the wall between law enforcement and the community. Our number one goal: have fun, be a city of one. Thank you so much. God bless.